Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. Starting off nice, checking in from Piatone. Tim was checking in from Piatone. And I love when we get those. For us being downtown, Piatone seems, like so far away. But we know when you're listening.
What is it by? Because I don't pass that, do I?
No. It's way south, like 57 all the way. Like, let's say you're halfway to Bourbonnais down in that area, but Piatone's right in the middle there. Where the Bears played for a little while when they redid the stadium 20 years ago. And if they redo it again, they'll go play
Maybe they'll be the Piatone Bears soon. I like it.
Every other city's made an offer. Come
on, Piatone, come through.
Let's go. Tax-free. Come on down. You can make they can build an airport down there. In fact, I think do they have an airport in Piatone? Or
Piatone has everything. What is going on?
I'm drawing a blank, but I think about a certain amount of years ago, they were thinking of building a third Chicago airport in Piatone. So
Really?
You got obviously Midway and O'Hare, but I think they might have a little airport there. But not like one that could handle, a jet coming in from like Miami or something.
What's good? Dale.
So you're flying from, let's see, we got this flight from Piatone to Miami. Okay, cool.
That's popping, baby.
Oh, let's do that. 312-591-8300, check in. Proof of Life 603. Big day because we got not only in an hour tickets for Bush and the $100 Live Nation concert cash. That will be in Clash with Kenzie, but we start Ticket Puts Thursday at 8. Live, STP, and Soul Asylum all together in one show? Woo! That's amazing. And that'll be at 8 and 9 and every hour with Lauren and Brian Phillips all the way through if they started at 8. Kenzie, I want to throw something to you to think. I want to have a chance of you to be proud of me.
Okay.
But
She sounded nervous.
Without me saying anything, is there a chance even, or should I not even tell?
Yeah, I could be proud of you.
Okay. Casey,
I could be. I never have been. But I could see it happening.
Okay,
hypothetically.
This could be a first.
Yes.
Case knows what I'm about to tell you. Do you think she's going to be proud of me?
No, but that's more Kenzie than it is you.
Hey.
All right.
I'm not proud of you either, Case.
No, I know. Oh, go into this with an open mind.
Okay, so here's what
Brian
happened.
might impress you here.
Here's what happened yesterday. We all three had a long day after the show yesterday.
Yes.
With some meetings, some extra production work, everything going on with the show. So we leave, and I give Case a ride home because he still lives in my neighborhood, even though he moved in with his girlfriend. You know he has a girlfriend, right, Kenzie?
I do know he has her girlfriend. I heard that. And he moved in with her.
So I said to Case, before I take you home, I have to go stop by my wife's work. She's got a new monitor for work at home. I got to pick it up, and I'm going to meet her down in her lobby and get it. And if you still want to ride home, I'm taking you to the West Loop first and then back to your house. He goes,
Ooh, the West Loop's nice.
It is nice. And Case goes, cool. I'll take the ride because it's still better than me getting on the train.
Yeah.
So he rolls with. We get that taken care of with the wife, and it was extra, made it even longer the day.
Yeah.
Then I take Case home to his new apartment where his girlfriend lives. He's got a girlfriend.
I've heard he's got a girlfriend. And he moved in with her.
Yeah, how about that? So long day after I drop him off, and I don't know what time it is, like 2 o'clock by this point, 2:30. I'm like, you know what? I deserve a double quarter pounder with cheese meal, large size with Coke for myself today.
Obviously.
I deserve that, right? I think it's been long.
You did your job. You deserve a meal.
So I pull into the one, and the line's kind of long, and I'm in the line sitting there and going like, I can't wait. I'm going to get the buffalo sauce on the side to dunk it. I love this.
Where are you, at the Rock and Roll McDonald's?
No, this is up north side.
In Piatone?
No, that's south side. There's a McDonald's. And while I was in the line, I started to feel disgusted with myself. I said, I lost 11 pounds with pneumonia. I'm trying to keep it off. I'm not going to do it.
Really?
I'm not going to do it. I pulled out of the drive-through line.
Oh, God. Did everyone have to back up?
I didn't disrupt.
You're just out yelling out of the window. I changed my mind. I lost 11 pounds with pneumonia. I don't want to get, if you could let me back it up.
Brian didn't tell you caused a 5-car pileup when he backed out.
I'm so proud of you.
So I left the line.
Yeah.
I left the line and I went home. and instead ate some pretzels and cheese and dunked them in buffalo sauce and pretended I was eating a quarter pound of cheese, but way less calories and fat.
Yeah.
So, knowing all that, are you proud of me?
I'm so proud of you.
Are you really?
I'm proud of you. Look at you.
Oh, that's so nice.
I've been asking you to not die for like so long. As I'm happy it's setting in.
I probably should have just stopped with, are you proud of me?
Well, what?
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, I just thought I don't. And listen, I'll go get that quarter pound of cheese another time. I deserve it. I love it.
Today.
Yeah, maybe I'll go get it today.
Obviously, I'm a beacon of health now. So.
Yeah, that's right. I took yesterday off. So I'm glad. That makes me feel good that you're proud of me.
I am. I'm happy. You're here to push buttons still.
Yeah.
Kenzie, can I throw something at you?
Uh-huh.
I don't think Brian mentioned the fact that on the way home we also got ice cream. That was before the stop at McDonald's.
So you were eating ice cream in the drive-thru line for McDonald's?
To be honest, I was.
What?
Because they passed out free ice cream at the Hyra at our workplace yesterday. You must have missed it because you go down to the parking garage and we go outside.
Yeah, we had free ice cream in the lobby.
They were passing it out outside. They had a band playing out front.
The band was playing Billie Jean.
Really?
You would have loved it.
It was awesome.
I would have loved that.
I said that. We're eating the free
You
ice
didn't
cream.
even text me.
Well,
No,
you
you
were
were
gone.
gone.
You were gone. You left a little bit before, 5 minutes before us. You would have gone.
Okay.
You wouldn't have turned around for maybe you would have turned around for free ice cream.
Actually, I was on the phone with all my court stuff, so I was actually in the lobby. You could have told me.
Oh.
Yeah. Huh.
We walked through the lobby. We didn't see you.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to do it in the middle of the lobby.
Why were you on the phone with Court? The Court.
Because her speeding ticket or pullover
I
thing.
put a court for my speeding ticket.
She's trying to get out of it.
Basically, my friend who is a cop, I called him and said, "Why did you go to court?" Like, I'm so confused. And
Yeah.
he goes, and he looked it up and he goes, "Oh, you had a brand new cop." Like, it was like he just started. And then he goes, "A lot of times they're trying to like give out different kinds of tickets."
God.
And he goes, "So like he's probably trying to fill up his first court date." I go, "This is my life, by the way." That he'd be like, "Oh, I haven't written one of these before, so let me just test it out."
Oh, I got to admit, if I was a first-time cop, I'd pull over everybody. I'd be giving out 9,000 tickets.
Yeah. So, anyways, and then I'm so scared to go that my cop friend's gonna come with me.
Good.
I go, "What if they arrest me on site?" And he goes, "Why would they do that?" And I go, "Because if they pull up the rest of my record, I'm gonna be in so much trouble."
It's a long list. So anyway, that's how we got free ice cream, and that's why I didn't felt guilty of getting the McDonald's. So thanks, Case, for adding that to the story.
I am less proud now.
Oh, it
to be honest.
sucks.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. About a month ago, they were in the lounge. All of our performances. You make sure you follow us on YouTube, our YouTube page, all of our socials. You see and kind of get the invite if you can't make it, if you're stuck at work and you can't get there or whatever, or you just didn't get lucky enough to get in the lounge. By the way, right now we have a lounge opportunity for 311 on
Yes.
Monday.
Q101.com. I've had a few people hit me up about like, how do you figure that out? That's where you can always enter for like our lounges, pop-ups, things like that.
And I'm excited. Well, first off, I love 311. One of my top fives. They're going to play at my funeral. I've already going to work that out.
Oh, good.
Secondly, I've heard they're going to play. Last time they came in, they played full-on electric. They brought their big amps in and went for it. They didn't just play acoustic. Not that I'm saying I'm not disparaging anybody that plays acoustic. I'm just saying they brought the amps in and rocked.
Woo!
So we'll see what happens Monday, but go to Q101.com to try to get in that lounge. Now, the fact that makes your brain go, yesterday, we told you that 41% of Chicagoans believe every communication by text should have an emoji. We had a long discussion about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, coming up in the fact at 6:30, the top 5 emojis that are in danger of extinction, they're going to probably delete them because people aren't using them enough or whatever. I don't know, for whatever reason, they're going to take them away.
Mm-hmm.
It might be your number one emoji. I'm putting a little hint out there. It might be Kenzie's number one emoji.
Are you kidding me?
It might be gone by the end of the week. And this changes the way we communicate.
I literally can't have anything. Anything.
Well, you have about 700 other emojis to choose from.
No. Which
No?
one is it?
I'll tell you in a second. Stay here.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Well, it's time for a fact that makes your brain go. Now, yesterday we had a fact that said 41% of Chicagoans believe an emoji should be in every communication by text. You know, add an emoji to everything. Today, the top 5 emojis that are going to be extinct soon. They're going to go away because they have a ranking system of how often they're used. So I don't understand exactly that. I guess it basically says these are barely used anymore. And I'm stunned by it because let's start with number 5.
Can I just say real quick, that's a weird job to have, to be somebody that captures emoji data. That's a weird thing to do.
I wonder how much that pays.
Oh, more than we're making.
Probably millions. Like, everything pisses me off. There would be the same people on HGTV who are like, so I sew, and my husband analyzes emojis. Our budget's $8 million for what the hell?
If you're a doctor listening to this right now, just know the emoji data specialist makes more money than you.
Wow. That's where we're at. Well, they analyzed it and came up with number 5 for extinction. I can't believe this is 5th on the list, like in the top 5. It's the smiley face wearing sunglasses.
Oh, I like that one.
Why is that one not getting used a lot?
I don't know, Brian. Do you use it? Because I think you're part of the problem.
I use it. It's in my top. I would say, well, you know what? It's not in my top 10. I
know.
stay a look at it. I was going to lie right there. Oh, I use it all the time. What are you talking about? I go, no, I don't.
You have it tattooed on you.
It is weird how you get angry about things that are going away and then you don't use
You
them.
don't use them.
Oh my God, it's not even in my top, like, what is it, the 6 rows? So that's what, 30? It's not in that at all.
That's an emoji for a relaxed person. You're not a very relaxed person.
You're right, but I bet other people are.
Oh, God, yeah.
Vibes.
Is it in your top 6?
Absolutely not.
Rose?
I'm not relaxed.
Kenzie?
Oh, have you met me? I'm very stressed out.
All right, so I guess we're the problem. I don't know, I just thought, I get that one a lot, though. I get that one from people. Like the
All the relaxed
sunglasses.
people, you know?
Yeah. Everybody else is way more relaxed than me.
All the people hanging 10.
So that's on the list to go out.
Okay, what else?
Also, the purple heart with the arrow through it.
Okay, I do use that. That's
Do you?
annoying. Yes, I like whatever heart matches the colors in my picture is what I do. So I use all of them.
There's a lot of hearts to choose from, though. Why would you have the one with the arrow through it?
A little extra pizzazz. I like accessories.
Or you want to kill someone with a crossbow in their heart?
That's not what that means.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I've never used that one, so I get it. Here's one that's kind of disturbing that's going away. These are emojis, top 5 that are on the extinction list. The peace sign. There's certainly no peace in not only the Middle East, but in America.
A sign of the times.
So the hand with the peace sign up.
Oh, I do. Oh, so the fingers?
Yes.
Okay.
That is actually in my top 6 rows, but it's way at the end. I had the metal fingers before that one.
Naturally.
I've
What's
used
metal fingers?
like this, going like.
Oh, like rock and roll fingers.
Rock and roll
I thought you
fingers.
actually meant like metal in the hand. Like an animatronic hand.
Came back from the war with a metal fingers hand.
Why would they get rid of the peace fingers before they get rid of the actual purple peace sign? Come on.
Well, I've never used the peace. Have you ever used the peace sign?
Exactly. I've used the fingers, but not the purple peace sign.
I've used the fingers before.
Yeah, come on.
I know. Now, here's one that's in my top row. So, not top 5, I should say.
Okay.
That's going to go away. I can't believe it. It's the shocked face with the eyes like round and wide open and the mouth, flat, but it's like, huh? Like,
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. We use that a lot. Everyone uses that. With the rosy cheeks?
yeah. And
Okay.
and this is number 2 on the list of going away. So this is like the second most extinct emoji headed for it, I should say.
Everyone uses that emoji.
Why is that going away? Case, do you have that one somewhere in yours?
I do. I am a little taken aback by this news because that's the one emoji that I like to use. I'm always shocked by everything.
If they're going to get rid of one of the shock emojis, it
face?
should be the one that's half blue because I don't get it. I don't know why your head would turn blue.
Oh, with the hands on it?
No, that's the cat. Oh, yeah, there is one with a blue hand. No, there's one with no hands.
With blue hair. Like it's
yeah,
got white.
and
Yeah.
no hands.
Why did they put blue hair on that one?
On Waka Flocka, no hands. But anyways, like, that one should go because we already have the hands and we have the cat. And the rosy cheek shock is like the best one for like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I don't get it.
I used it when I heard news this weekend. Whenever something pops off, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, the shocked face. I use probably every couple. What was the news, by the way? Remember?
Nothing. Me when I found out I had to go court, like all of it. Shock.
Got it. And the number 1, so this is the highest and the best chance to go away the quickest of the emojis that are extinct is, I'm sorry, Kenzie. Kenzie's top emoji is going away.
I'm gonna blame you for this. I will shoot the messenger. What is it?
The monkey covering his eyes.
You can't get rid of only one of the monkeys because it's hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil.
Understood.
You can't just have 2. You have to have all 3 monkeys. What I want to know is, why do we even have to delete emojis?
Because they got to make room for new ones.
You're telling me iPhone can't squeeze in more emojis on the board?
How much do you want to scroll to the right to get to your
That's a
emoji?
great
I
question.
never scroll. I type in what I'm feeling at the top.
Oh, wow, you actually type in the search to find your emoji?
Always. I never scroll. I either use my most recent or I type in what I'm looking for, like purple, because I want it to match my picture or whatever.
God, I've never done that. I always just use my thumb and scroll
That's
right.
stupid.
Well, most people do it my way, I think. And
I
that's
can
why.
think of so many other emojis we should get rid of instead.
Yeah.
Like the devil with a really big nose. It looks like a tiki thing.
I've used that.
When you're talking about me?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Sadly, we pour one out for people that we respect and love and feel bad about here on the show all the time. And we got to do it again today early to get it out of the way. This is really sad. You might not know the guy's name, James Michael Klein. He was a financial executive who founded Fandango, the movie ticketing service.
I love Fandango.
Yeah.
I'm sure Case doesn't understand what Fandango is all about.
Do you know what it is?
No, I was actually afraid to ask, but I don't really know what it is.
I know you wouldn't, because I think I'm probably the cutoff age. I'm 29.
Yeah.
And I was the last generation to use most of this stuff. Like, I was just teetering, right?
And before you go on there, it was founded in 2000, so Case was born in 99.
Yeah.
And he remained with the company until 2011. He created it. It was incredibly successful. And then he sold it for a ton of money. Okay. But it still exists, actually. But what is it? Kenzie, describe it in a good way there.
So Fandango was awesome because obviously the movies used to be bumping. It was the thing to do. And this is before a lot of the cool apps and things that we have now. Fandango allowed you to buy your tickets beforehand so that way you didn't show up to the movie and it was sold out, which did happen to people a lot.
Does that concept sound ridiculous right now?
I was just thinking how
Yes.
ridiculous that sounds. Other than Barbie, I can't imagine like, I gotta get a ticket to this thing now. You just walk in.
I'm telling you, right now you'd never be concerned that you wouldn't be able to get a ticket. Yes, unless maybe it was a Marvel movie opening, maybe, right?
Yes.
Beyond that, yeah, but all the movies you wanted to see used to sell out. And the other ones would sell out because say you came to see the hottest new movie, then you'd be like, well, what else do you want to see? Because we're already here. And you'd buy tickets to a different movie that you didn't show up. Like, this is a thing. So Fandango allowed you to get your tickets before, especially if you're going with a big group, which was awesome. Their whole advertisement was also skip the lines. Because sometimes you'd end up waiting over 20 minutes to buy your movie tickets because the line was so long on a Saturday night.
Imagine that, Case. It wasn't the 1800s either. This was 2005.
Yeah, you'd wait in a huge line, and then you'd actually be late for your movie, even if it wasn't sold out, okay? So it allowed you to skip the line. It made sure that you could get tickets to the movie, and you'd get points towards snacks.
Now, that's the most important thing you said.
Baby.
I used to use the points to get the big popcorn because if you bought enough tickets
Did
on
you
it.
go grocery shopping?
I'd go out of there with styrofoam containers of food. If you bought enough movies. Oh my God, I used to take home all the candy. So how's that all sound to you, Case? What Fandango used to be? It still exists, like I said, but I don't think it matters anymore.
I'm so distracted by the thought of going to the movies with a big group because that was never my experience. I've gone to so many movies alone, never in a big group. So everything Kenzie said after that, I just sort of blacked out. And I was thinking about me being 13. Thinking if I could corral anybody in my life to go to the movies with me. I don't think that ever happened. I don't know. It sounds cool. It sounds like something I would have used had I liked movies or had friends.
Yeah. God, that sounded dark. Yeah. Well, this thing might have spiraled out of control for this guy. And let's say it was a suicide, by the way. He jumped off a building at 64 years old, which is really tragic. And we talk about mental health here all the time. And this guy sold this business for millions and still had a stake in it after he sold it. But what he did that was probably a huge mistake that definitely made him have a mental breakdown of some sort. In 2020, he bought a $21 million property in Florida. So he sold this thing for probably $100 million, let's say 10 years ago. And he's still getting money coming in from it. But then movies died shortly in, well, let's say 2020 when he bought the property because of the pandemic. And no one saw movies for a couple of years. And all his revenue he thought was just going to come in and pay for that property. He probably went like, ugh.
Well, now, unfortunately, obviously the movies, you don't suffer from the anxiety of not being able to see the movie you want to see and worried about skipping lines. Also, most theaters let you just buy the tickets online at the theaters. So the technology advancing really put a put a bummer on the Fandango.
They took it over very similar to, let's say, like Napster to Apple iTunes. Like
Right.
Napster was first, and Apple iTunes said, no, we're going to have all the songs, and Napster goes away. And I miss Napster, too.
I miss Napster. Hashtag RIP Napster.
Yeah. Pour one out for that. So there you go. Very sad ending to the guy that created it. He was 64 years old. And Fandango, maybe go use it today in his honor. I don't know what movie in the theater you'd want to go see right now.
Twisters.
Oh, Twisters.
That comes out today.
Yeah, we've gotten multiple texts from people who say that they still use Fandango.
Okay.
So some people are using it probably because you get the points and stuff.
I'm telling you. Grocery shopping in the snack bar with those points is awesome.
Brian used to come to the movie theater with a shopping cart.
Burned in my memory is the Fandango commercials, though. I don't know about you, but the paper bags with faces.
Oh, yeah.
Remember they used to be talking to each other? It was like an
Yeah.
arts and crafts project.
It was
also,
great.
Case, this will blow your mind. The commercial for Fandango was a bunch of lunch paper bags being used as puppets.
What did they do?
Talk to each other.
About what?
Fandango. How awesome it was. All right, well, go use it in his honor today. Here's Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. The Emmy nominees were announced yesterday, and The Bear scored a nomination for Best Comedy. This just in, Emmy voters are still trying to learn the definition of comedy. A new study says Tesla cars are breaking down more and more, just like the owner of the company. Speaking of, Elon Musk is moving the headquarters of SpaceX and X to Texas. He also plans to change the name of the state to Exis. And Adele says she plans to take a break from music. She hopes that'll make her sad enough to write more hit songs. This is not headline news.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.